John White, 6 Flintlock Road, Salem, New Hampshire. Just showing a video of a concrete slab and foundation I had done by SJA Concrete out of Salem, New Hampshire. SJA was hired because Shane, their owner, told me he was a highly competent concrete guy and had been pouring foundation for many, many years with another local company who actually had a pretty good reputation. Told me he was highly competent and he knew what he was doing, and again, he was a local guy. Well, it turns out that this foundation was poured significantly out of square. Now, depending upon who you ask, I've had my builder tell me it's 2+ feet out of square. Shane at SJA Concrete originally disputed it being out of square at all and claimed it wasn't out of square. He finally conceded it was 1 foot 3 inches out of square. Now, if you know anything about concrete, that's significant. 3 inches is significant. This is 1 foot plus out of square. There's no way to work this. There just isn't. The whole entire thing has to come out. It cannot be built upon. If you see the slab floor where the new garage is going for the addition we're building, it's in very, very poor condition. You see that giant pool of water because it was not pitched correctly. We have a lot of challenges here. When this was first dug up, we did not have a pool in the backyard. We did not have pool equipment against the foundation. So just redigging this is going to be very, very challenging because there isn't a lot of space to get it done. Beyond that, we have a dumpster against the foundation, so the builders could have, did their framing, disposed of everything. That now has to be moved. We have building material over here, a lot of money in building material. Okay, we're talking 28 grand. Now, Shane at SJA Concrete did come out and cover this up after me pleading with him several times. I said, listen, it's a lot of money in building material. It can't be exposed to the elements like this. It was exposed to the elements for many, many days. One day he covered it. By the next morning, it was completely uncovered again. And I have the text to show that. So again, now it is covered. It's very thin plastic. You can see right through it. So I'm sure the sun is taking its toll on some of this building material. And again, it was exposed for several days to the elements. So the other issue I have here is this is the entry to the mudroom between the two garages. You can see with your eyes that that is not the same height at all. In fact, it's not even close. Not a good thing. Makes it very, very difficult to build upon it. Then when we come over here, that stake in the ground you see represents where the foundation was supposed to be. Well, I think you can see where the foundation is. Again, depending upon who you ask, you'll hear 2 feet, you'll hear Shane now saying 1 foot 3 out of square, and now he's getting cute with the language saying it's out of swing. I've asked several concrete guys, they've told me they don't even know what out of swing means. They've never even heard such a thing. So the bottom line is this: Shane was supposed to have resolved this. I got to run around for 3+ weeks. Every new day there was a new excuse saying, hey, we're going to be there tomorrow with a machine. It never happened. Also, there was an elevated gas step here. That elevated gas step is pretty standard in the concrete trade. It's supposed to be level with the existing inside living area. My excavation guy had all that built up. SJA Concrete and Shane came in and raked it flat and said it completely was not needed. Well, it is needed. That's why it's in the plans that my architect drew up. It's actually required by code to get a certificate of occupancy. It's to keep the fumes and any spillage out of the existing living area. That step is supposed to, again, be level with the existing living area, while the rest of the slab is supposed to be below that. Makes sense, logical. Also part of the plan, there's an exterior entry door here to the pool area. I think you can see, when I looked out, it was a complete wall. And I asked Shane about it, and he said, hey, that's no big deal, we'll just cut it. Yeah, they cut it. No big deal to them. Look how they left it. It's insane. I mean, it's not level. I don't know how you would ever build upon this. If I take another angle, you can see, it's pretty bad. All my foundation drains are in. Everything has to come up. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of concrete. It all has to be disposed of. You know, we have to do the engineering over. We have to pull permits over. It's, you know, not a situation I ever imagined myself being in with my family. Again, we've been in limbo the past month because of this, and we're just trying to get a resolution. So this is the lay of the land, 6 Flintlock Road. Concrete job done by SJA Concrete and its owner, Shane.